Yeah, I mean, my background is physics and math is kind of, what I got my degree in. I grew up in South Louisiana, went to LSU, actually tutored a lot of football players on the football team, which was kind of cool. So I started looking around and I got this job opportunity at NASA, actually by touring NASA. Let's do it now. So that was how I got my job at NASA, and was a systems engineer. And then I started a new company with my current co-founder, Ryan Brandt, and our new company is Chat Open Source, and we offer something like ChatGPT, but with open source models, more private and secure. And I really think the main benefit of doing YC, especially for first-time founders, is you instantly get a community. I had met a few founders that were very high integrity, very obviously good people, and also very high quality, that were Y Combinator founders. And I was like, man, if they're in this program, then I want to try to be in this program too. So if you have a big vision and you're like, we're going to change the world in 10 years, that's a lot. It's a lot easier to get people on board for that sort of journey and go through all the pain and the suffering and have it be worth something at the end.
20,000 startups apply per year at YC, which is an incredible number.
YC really responds to signals, right? You don't have revenue. You typically don't have customers, typically don't have traction. So they need to look for proxies. They need to look for these signals that could be attributed with, a potentially successful startup, right? C is not trying to get to a no. I mean, they start by looking for any reason why you might succeed, right? And if they can find that reason, they will fund you. So the 150,000, they actually updated that deal. So now it's 500,000 for 7% most favored nations. I think that's why I recommend YC above everything else, is that sense of community, that in-personness. I mean,
right, they were more interested in you as the founding team versus your idea.
Your idea is worth nothing. Your execution is everything. And I think the idea becomes a great idea when you're at the right place at the right time. I think founders stand out by not giving up. And what I mean by not giving up isn't necessarily like, I've got this idea and I'll never give up, right? I'm building. I think the journey after YC looks like building a great company. Not everyone needs to build a startup. I am not here to tell you that you have to build a startup. And it's just kind of like everyone's trying to figure out how they can help each other, and not in some like, I scratch your back, you scratch mine type of way. It's much more, it's just genuine. I think a great key takeaway from YC was getting into YC is not the point, right? Starting a great business and a great startup and a great company that lasts for a long time is the point, right? If you do that, you can always get into YC, but getting into YC does not equal making, a big company, right? It's like, okay, I am, hopefully I will make it. Now I am starting the journey, and if you make a great company, you can always get into YC. That much is clear. I mean, the number of people that have promised to give me money is way different than the number of people that have given me money. You have to have a line. You have to have a wait list. You have to have a wait list of people who are interested.